And it's now time for Sunday House Call. Joining us as always this morning is Dr. David Samadi. He's chairman of urology at the Lenox Hill Hospital and chief of robotic surgery there.
And I think it's the only reason folks show up sometimes, because Dr. Mark Siegel's here too, associate professor of medicine at the NYU Langone Medical Center, author of The Inner Pulse, Unlocking the Secret Code of Sickness and Health, and that is what we do here on Sunday House Call. Great to see both of you.
Good morning. Good morning, Doc.
All right, let's get healthier, shall we?
Yep.
There's some new research, actually, in the fight against cancer. Everybody wants to do what they can. Scientists have discovered a way of firing up your immune system to go ahead and attack cancer cells. So, Dr. Samadi, fire it up.
Yeah, so our immune system is very complex, but yet it's very interesting. And over the years, we've talked about the fact that we have used any way to boost the immune system and weakening the cancer cells, which is the way to go. Now, surgery and radiation and chemotherapy was a way to go to treat the cancer cells. What we're doing now in the future is really to boost the immune system. So in urology, for example, for bladder cancer, we've used tuberculosis and BCG to boost the immune system so they can treat bladder cancer. Now, we have taken some of the blood and re-engineered it and put it back in again to fight the cancer. This particular study coming from the CHOP by Dr. Wayne Hancock, which is a very interesting one, is that there's a balance between the immune system and the cancer cells. And so that's why our immune system is not going after our own cells. What happens, Jamie, if your immune system goes after your normal cells? Not a good thing, right? Type 1 diabetes happens. Multiple sclerosis is another example of that. So there are regulatory cells that kind of control the immune system. Wait a second. This is a good cell, don't go after it, and this is a cancer cell. Those are T regulatory cells, and what this Dr. Hancock has found is by reducing some of that power of these T regulatory cells, now our immune system is going to get stronger and go after the cancer cells, and that's a very interesting
quick question,
stuff.
you have to have cancer before this study applies?
Yes, this is actually a study that was done in mice, and it's not in the human yet, and it's not on clinical trial, but they have shown that by reducing the power of the T regulatory cells, they can go after lung cancer.
I want to ask you, are you born with cancer cells?
You're not born with them, but you actually, people don't know this, but you can develop them very quickly and get rid of them with your immune system and never develop an actual clinical cancer. So we're always getting rid of tumor cells all the time. But as David is saying, you know, if we could manage to rev up the immune system, because these T regulatory cells downregulate the immune system, if we could rev it up and destroy the cancer as it's developing, as occurred in these mice, without causing autoimmune diseases where these immune system cells attack our own cells. That's what we want to avoid. We don't want to rev up the immune system, Jamie, and have it attack our own body. In this study, it didn't attack the mice body, and that's good.
How should folks at home practice this?
Well, here's what people at home really should understand. Cancer is misperceived as by our bodies as not being foreign. We don't see it as an invader. Science is now trying to figure out a way to get us to see it as an invader. So we make antibodies to it. Those are called monoclonal antibodies. Or we get a virus and we target the virus to the cancer cells, attack those cancer cells. We make vaccines to the cancer cells, as David was saying is going on in urology. Anything to target the cancer cell as foreign and get rid of it. In this case, these regulatory cells cause the immune system to rev up, go after the cancer, and leave the body alone.
Wow.
So amazing. Talk to your doctor about it if there's something that you can
Absolutely
do.
amazing.
Well, one of the things that you just mentioned is how do you boost your immune system? And that's what we talk about on this show every week, which is get sleep, stop smoking, exercise. That's how you boost your immune system, and that's an easy way for people out there